These bars that you see here, rising and falling, shows us one of the most important on-chain metrics for Ethereum, whale accumulation. And this spike right here corresponds to over 820,000 coins that were just bought by the whales. This is a small number of big investors who have accumulated 0.7% of Ethereum's total supply in just the past 2 weeks. It might not sound like a lot at first, but this is the largest inflow we've seen since 2018. When you see this level of demand from strategic investors, there's usually a fundamental reason why they are buying Ethereum right now. We're seeing this happen at a time when Ethereum has significantly underperformed. Since the beginning of this bull market, Ethereum has risen by about 150%. But unlike Bitcoin that has already broken to new highs, Ethereum is still down about 50% from its 2021 highs. Despite this underperformance, something has just happened that could be about to change everything for Ethereum. And we've already seen some shifts take place on Ethereum's price action. Since Ethereum's recent lows in April 2025, we've seen it rise by 110%. Back then, the media headlines were calling for Ethereum to be dead, and there was a record number of short positions, as traders were betting on a lot more downside. But instead of breaking lower, Ethereum saw a textbook short squeeze. This is a scenario we had highlighted in our last Ethereum video, titled, "Ethereum is about to see a massive short squeeze." We stayed exposed to Ethereum with our members at Bravo's research during this entire short squeeze rally. Now, the recent short squeeze could just be a temporary, one-off occurrence if not supported by fundamental driving factors. But what we're seeing now suggests that the demand behind Ethereum's recent rally isn't just speculative. It's backed by real capital, and not just from Ethereum whales, but also from institutional investors. This chart shows the weekly inflows into spot Ethereum ETFs. We've now seen 7 consecutive weeks of inflows, totaling over $1.5 billion. To us, this kind of consistent buying from institutions points to growing confidence in Ethereum's long-term outlook, and suggests that the recent rally may have deeper capital support than many realize, with some real underlying fundamental factors driving this inflow of capital. Now, it's important to recognize that Ethereum's price trajectory is still heavily influenced by Bitcoin. That's because Bitcoin remains the primary leader of the crypto market. And historically, most altcoins, including Ethereum, tend to follow its direction. We can see this relationship by looking at the price of Ethereum and putting Bitcoin's price on top. While not perfect, their directional alignment has had a relatively close relationship. This means Ethereum generally tends to move up when Bitcoin rallies and move down when Bitcoin declines. So, for Ethereum to continue rising, it's important for Bitcoin to continue rising too. And as we've outlined in our recent crypto videos, we continue to believe that the upside potential for Bitcoin still outweighs the downside risks right now.